Hi folks, it's John from Kingston Sandblasting and lastchanceautorestore.com. This is a 1928 Ford Model A Roadster that we're doing a total ground up rotisserie restoration on. In the previous video or earlier video we shared with you where we had all of the metal fabrication work done and we were ready to do the media blasting or the sandblasting. So we have it all sandblasted now. I apologize for the mess. We were quite a bit of glare outside. We're going to try to film it outside. So what we've done is this is our front cowl area and lower windshield frame. You'll notice I'm not touching it. I don't have gloves on right now. I don't want the oil off my hands to touch the metal. So we went ahead and there's different grits for different applications. You have to be very, very careful that you use the correct grit. So there's a lot to media blasting or sandblasting. You recall in the earlier video, this lower bench seat section, it was very, very rusty, a lot of surface rust on it. We did the new pan on the inside and there was lots of rust along the top rail. So we removed all of the corrosion and all of the nasty spots. And then we had some old primer in a few locations and we removed all of that by sandblasting with our new equipment. And as you come along, this is our driver's side rear quarter panel section. You recall we put this is an aftermarket panel in here, the filler wheel well panel, and it had a thick shipping primer that can react depending on what you apply. So we very carefully media blasted that off. And then as we come around to the back of the Roadster, there is a lot of primer and body fillers in this lower section and along these seams, and then in the opening where the rumble seat's going to be, up along this rail and up along this side, we've media blasted. You can still see there's some sand in there. Up along that rail it was completely full of rust. We wanted to make sure that we got rid of all of that, and then we went along this seam and we were very lucky we were able to get in between those seams media blasting, and it saves a lot of time because we would have to do that by hand. And as we come over to the back side of the passenger side of the Roadster, you can see once again same idea as the other side where we removed pardon me, we removed the shipping primer and we have it as it should be. And then what I'm going to do is I'll just remove this pin and then I'll share with you what it looks like on the other side. This is one of our rotisseries, so we have to be careful where I put my hand. So now you can see on the bottom side of the chassis, makes it quite easier to move around. So we had a lot of different type of product around the original body. So this front section where our rocker panels are, this rail across, and then as we go, this is obviously new, and you'll notice we also dusted that off with our blasting machine because that was our some oil and shipping coating that was on it, so we removed that while we were blasting. And then you can see all of it was really thick layers of undercoating, removed majority of, there's an epoxy sealer that someone sprayed on years ago. So we wanted to kind of open up the pores because we're going to be applying a two-part epoxy to seal everything. And then in the earlier video we shared with you where we made or constructed this section, which is all brand new. You can see all of our welds. You can see where we replicated the seam, and you see how nice that looks. So once we apply the two-part epoxy to it, and then little things like down in behind the bottom of the rocker, the inner rocker panels where we have all new metal in there. So it looks quite a bit nicer now than it did before. Pardon me. And then we blasted all along the seams and all along the weld marks. And then this has these two pieces, the replacement panels. The green is an etch primer which seals the metal, and then this gray is an epoxy. So we've just basically scuffed it, but we took the sandblaster along the edges here where we did all of our spot welding, and that kind of smooths out that section so it doesn't look like we've gone in there and replaced anything. So that's the bottom side. for the complete body of this 1928 Ford Roadster. So thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.